If you haven't found a place to sit, there is still more spaces over here. I want everyone to be comfortable for our discussion this morning. So, introduce myself. I'm Liz Thunheim. I'm social media manager at Spidertrap, a marketing technology firm here in the Twin Cities. And I'm the newbie on the JMU team, joining Erica and Joel for these great discussions. Thank you. It'll take me a little while to get up to speed on all of their knowledge, but happy to be here with all of you today. So today we're here to talk about Pinterest, and it's a great group, so thank you all for coming out. There's been a lot of excitement lately about Pinterest, as I'm sure you all know. That's why you're here. And there's good reason. So less than a year ago, in May of 2011, there were 400,000 users. As of January, 11.7 million. So the growth has been pretty quick, and it's one of the fastest growing social sites. While initial use of social is personal, with all things that show good returns, Pinterest has quickly morphed into a site with real marketing potential. As of October, Real Simple shared that they had more referring traffic from Pinterest than they did from Facebook. Shareaholic also did a study in January that showed Pinterest to deliver more visitors to third-party websites than Google+, YouTube, and LinkedIn combined. So with that, all us marketers are looking to bottle it up and find a way to use it for our own business as part of our social mix. So for our discussion today, I'm joined by two awesome panelists who are both using Pinterest for business. Start with Sasha Weston, who is the founder and personal style concierge at Fabulous. Also joining us is Heidi Bobier. She's social media coordinator at SuperValue, and her team is using Pinterest as part of their PR plan.
So once upon a time, when I didn't have a DVR, I was talking to somebody, and I was sort of on the fence about whether I was going to do the DVR and go down that route, because I really didn't want to honestly pay for TiVo at the time. And I was talking to a colleague that I was working with, and he said, you know, what my DVR allows me to do is it allows me to watch more TV faster. And when he told me that, I swear to God, like, that night I went home and I made sure I had a DVR. And I kind of feel that way about Pinterest in terms of as a user. I feel like I can do more, see more, learn more, and just absorb more because it's an easy-to-use interface. So I don't know if that, I just thought I would share that. To the point that you made about the growth, 30% of my new followers, actually more than 30% of my new followers, have started following me within January and February of this year. I started my account December 15th of 2010, and the build has been very gradual in terms of followers.
So our board is SuperValue PR. We don't really expect that everybody knows who SuperValue is, and you know, unlike marketers, you know, I don't want to say that I don't care, but my goal is to be able to connect with people. You know, we've got a SuperValue PR Twitter account, and really that is, you know, two purposes. I want to consume information, and I want to be able to connect with influencers. So much in the way that we've been able to use Twitter, I feel like Pinterest mirrors that approach. So we started the SuperValue PR Pinterest page in December. So we're very young, so I'm very intimidated by your experience. So we're still very much so, you know, learning, and that's, I'm sure, what all the companies are doing right now, especially those as big as we are. Just kind of, you know, dipping our toe, so to speak, to figure out what are the applications we can use, how can we use this to market on behalf of our banners, and really kind of understand that learning curve. One of the main benefits that I've seen, you know, just personally, is Kelly in the house, Crazy for Kale? Is she here? I saw her on the guest list. She's one of my favorite people to follow on Pinterest. If you guys don't follow her, you probably should. She pins all the time, and she pins food, so I feel like in 2 minutes I can check her feed, I can see what she's pinned, and I feel like I know what's going on in the food industry because I'm seeing what she's pinning. You know, don't just pin your own content. That's not what this sport is supposed to be about, sharing. But then they also say you have to own everything you pin. So it's kind of what do we pin then? So as of right now, the rules for SuperValue PR that I've been going through, I will pin bloggers that I know and talk to, either pinning their content or repinning something that they've already said, just so that, you know, they get the ping that SuperValue PR repin your pin. Or I'll pin content back to our websites or our own Facebook pages, which we do own the content for. So I guess my only advice is just be very careful what you're pinning. You know, I do think that it's a little different, you know, pinning blogger content versus pinning, professional, I mean, not that bloggers aren't professional, don't get me wrong, but, someone who does food photography and gets paid for it.